welcome to the West Texas town of El Paso, the Sun City, today at the historic Sun Bowl as a couple of squads come in trying to finish their season as champions of the Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Cowboys offense is on the field for the first time today. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. I'm excited about this new era of football. We're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple of years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll give it to him again. He has the first and still on his feet. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
At the 20, he's got space. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
So far, it's been a rough first drive for this defense, but I tell you what, guys, all can be forgotten if they can bow up and make a stand right here. You got a goal-to-go situation. You know they're going to try to be physical. The field's already
looking for the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cowboys!
We know a lot of offenses like to script their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week, and you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job mixing in pass and run, getting different guys involved here early. They cap it off with a nice run late, but what a great job to take control of this game. And the offense, they've got it moving now.
So Florida State's offense has its first opportunity of the day. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock and they're hard workers.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Fighting off the defender. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
To the air, it's Castellanos. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed now. Early in the game, a chance to create momentum, to swing back to the other side of the football field.
Let's talk for just a moment about Wyoming. Good pickup on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star offensive lineman gives them a verbal, and this is the type of talent they need to get into the program and then develop.
Yeah, and this really was more of an emotional decision, I think, for him as well. He's been a fan of this program ever since he was a young boy, and now he's getting a chance to live out his dreams. As a 3-star, he had opportunities to go elsewhere, to play in better conferences against better competition, but this for him felt like home. Now he has a chance to go out and live that dream.
Fires to the wideout. Had it right in his hands in the middle of the field, and it trickled to the ground. It'll be 4th down.
And this offense stays aggressive, and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Got it in the middle with Sargent. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets complete.
Beck's going for the goal line. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, you're down here in the red zone. You know you've got to be able to run the football, so good call going with the toss play. Nice blocking up front. Good patience by the back finding his crease.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. That's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you can do. And when you call the quarterback sneak, you're thinking, I'm going to fall forward and get at least a yard. But Palmer, that defensive line got in there, and the QB got nothing.
Well, he's got to do a better job with the snap count, too.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wyoming.
And I love it. This offense making no bones about it. We're going to be aggressive. We get the ball down in the red zone, 4th and goal, Palmer. Stay aggressive. They run the football, and they get the touchdown.
And that's the shocking thing, David, is that on 4th down, they have supreme confidence in this offensive line to win up front, one-on-one, get some push, and then how about the ball carrier just finding his way into the end zone?
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting box, and they need to get something together with this possession. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Makes the catch, it's Williams. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going. And the Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. From the gun, running back gets to give. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. The period has expired, and Wyoming has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Going over the top. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, going up top. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The Seminoles will punt it away on fourth down. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Feels to punt and try to pick up some yards. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Give to the running back. Got the first down and more. There he goes. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
To the ground. He's got it again. Oh, the sweet feet. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. The Cowboys have it in scoring position on first and goal. Anderson will throw. It's complete on the right side. Touchdown, Wyoming! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
Coming out with it, it's Blackwell. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Now the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Well, nice job hauling that pass in. I'll tell you, he keeps defenses on their heels. He really does. His speed is so scary. And I think back to my days in college, we used to play against the Seminoles when they had Peter Warwick and Laverne schools. And because of their game-breaking ability, it put so much pressure on our defense. I'll tell you, this guy's good enough to, I think, have played on that Seminole offense, and he would have gotten some looks. This guy can make some plays.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
I know it's early in this game, but man, this defense has had their number. They did a great job, already built a huge lead, now getting this offense in a situation where they got to pass the football, and they better protect their quarterback better than they are.
Picked off, that's number 15 on the year. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Really tough on an offense. Third and long, it's tough to, you know you're passing the football, they know you're passing the football. I'm going to rush the passer, I'm going to drop back deep, make you throw the ball underneath, but, you know, quarterbacks also want to force that football and try to get that first down. He does there, and that's why he breaks the turnover.
All right, guys, let's chat a little Wyoming. For programs at this level, they are regularly fighting off the big school for diamonds in the rough, but it looks as if they won this battle with the commitment from a 3-star receiver, Jesse.
He just thought he had better opportunities on and off the field here at this program. He's going to get a lot of chances to make plays early. With his talent, expect him to start right away, and if I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to be trying to find ways to get this 3-star the ball.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Anderson wants to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And the Cowboys will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Maybe one notch of adrenaline too much on the punt there. It hits about a yard deep in the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game, and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
It just looked like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Quick pass and catch good enough for the first down. Didn't need a lot, but they got enough. Then they'll line up from the 31 on first down. The give is to Williams. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got him downfield. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 35. And the Noles want to pick up the tempo.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
They'll try the run. Finding an escape route. Oh, he's got some space. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. The Noles come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. A strike downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Fires to the tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. Into the house. Touchdown, Seminoles.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
So now it's 2nd and long. Anderson will throw. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
3rd down conversion's always a huge stat. They've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. They'll immediately call timeout. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's down at the 23-yard line. It's a first down, and they've got to show this urgency.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield on first down. Throws for the tight end. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them, and I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
And he missed it. No good. Missed the field goal. Missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game. It's still a 14-point lead, guys. Just about set to get this second half underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Blackwell. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. And sort of an ugly first half, honestly, but the deficit's still manageable if they want to wrap up this season with a bowl win.
This is a team I know that takes a lot of pride, and I'm sure at halftime in the locker room, Dave, there was some shouting going on. They need to get themselves motivated and ready to go, because they're not out of this game.
Yeah, and when you get that shouting and you get the quarreling amongst each other, you get some motivation. You need something good to happen early. This first possession, get the football, go make something happen, create some momentum.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Offense gets set for second down. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Caught over the middle, it's Williams. He's out past the 35. Oh, and what a move, what a juke, and he makes it past the marker. And the Seminoles racing to the line in the hurry-up. Off the play fake on first down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Yeah, and man, if you talk about being down at the half, what's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that dude at all costs.
The Seminoles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Give to the back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Rush is on him. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Seminoles decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. They'll give it to the back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
This should shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. Doesn't look like he's slowing down, guys.
Anderson wants to throw. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
He'll be stopped at the 32, still ground to cover if they want to convert, and fourth down is coming. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Missed the field goal, but still a two-touchdown lead at 14. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Rides the back and leaves it. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. On the run, it's Webster. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. Motion from the back. On the snap, it's Williams. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off. And the Seminoles will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. That's caught. It's McCoy. Breaks into the open. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Seminoles have this offense rolling. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Crosses the 30, he's got away. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. And the Noles come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking to throw on first down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17. Here's the handoff. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. Guys, we have Wyoming on top as we reach the end of the quarter. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Bringing the heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be 4th down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And it's right down the boulevard. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Wyoming takes over the football and the Cowboy offense on its way out. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Runs for the tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Anderson will throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll run it from the gun.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. Leaves it with the running back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force-feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is extended a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Spins away from the defense. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Really nice run there, picking up the 1st down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
With the catch, it's Pittman. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the 1st? Wants to throw, it's Castellanos. Grabbed behind the line, it's Webster. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Noles are moving quickly down the field. To the air on 1st down. The short hands, it's Robinson. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and lead the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets rid of it. That's reeled in. It's Pittman. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his second catch so far in this game.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Catch in the middle, it's Pittman. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Seminoles come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll throw it from the red zone. Got his man. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. They'll leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. Back to pass, it's Castellanos. He'll take a shot. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end.
Makes the grab plenty for the first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. The Seminoles will try to punch it in on first and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Pittman. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Wants to keep it in the air. Here comes the heat. Touchdown, Florida State. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick? Or
the pressure gets to him. Quarterback is sacked, and the two-point attempt is denied, and the lead stays right where it is. They still need a touchdown and two-point conversion to tie, and they'll go for the onside kick here in the fourth.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but better job by the hands team falling on the football.
Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, though.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country. We're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be fourth down. The Cowboys will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Is on its way. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations, but how's this guy going to respond?
And I got a little bit of time to work with here, so I watch the defense, and if they're going to drop back and play real conservative like they tend to do late in the game, let's get a few shots over the middle first before we have to take that deep shot.
No gain on the play.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. Fires to the big fella. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Hold.
This offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. And here comes the offense on second down. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, this defense has had the QB's number all game long. One of the reasons why is because this cornerback, when he's on an island, he's winning the 50-50 balls, and he's not letting anything get thrown over his head downfield. Great job in coverage, disguising what he's doing and knocking balls away.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense, and I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route. They play it great.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And they fight him to the bitter end, all the way down to putting some more numbers in the stat column, but they'll come up a little short as time expired. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when